That's right, that's the flag of the great sovereign state of Ohio, baby. Sonny's vlog, April the 17th, 2013. I just want to update some of my comments that some people totally agree with, actually. Some interesting things that come up, obviously, with the new Boston massacre, if you will. We're seeing the complete rise of the police state. It's justification for a complete surveillance beast grid to be implemented to see everybody. You're also looking at a few other things that are popping up. You're looking at the complete propagandization of the event on all the alphabet soup cable networks, especially Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, all that jazz. Getting a lot of these jackasses come up and hoping and praying it's a white terrorist, a domestic terrorist, did it, so have a justification, excuse to go try to nail a coffin on the silent majority, which is the white middle class. Now this is totally coming into a complete horseshit situation. With the election of Obama and the rise of all this other bullshit that they got going on, the white male is now becoming the new domestic terrorist, which is completely horseshit. Also, when you look at some of the social stuff that's going on, it's pretty interesting because of the fact that some of the extremist minority groups, such as La Raza, La Infusora, some of the new Black Panther Party, some of these other groups, some of these other supremacists, Jewish supremacists, whatever the case may be, they are adamant of destroying the white male, depleting his sperm count, limiting the amount of children that they have, and in the process wanting to literally raid, rape, and pillage the white female community, and to subordinate them, enslave them, and basically turn and trick them out all throughout the world. You're starting to see different things of that nature going on. White slavery rings are nothing to shy at. I mean, it's really happened a lot. Two recent movies that kind of help show how much it's becoming an epidemic proportion. Taken with Liam Neeson kind of shows some of that, as well as the new James Bond movie, Skyfall. So it's some interesting stuff that's going on here. So it kind of shows that it's definitely happening and it's becoming a major industry, so that's a bit of a problem. So some things to look at. As far as us white folks, you know, I remember ever since high school and even now, blacks always wear black by popular demand, or they wear the little African medallions and all this other horse shit. But God forbid a white person should wear something of their cultural heritage, whether they be British, Irish, Scottish, German, Polish, anything Northern European, of showing some sort of pride. It's unacceptable and racist. Almost to the point where you literally have to say your last name with hushed tones. But yet you don't see too many ethnic blacks trying to find what their true roots are, maybe what their tribal name might have been if they had researched their family history, because they're stuck with their quote-unquote slave name. Now you get someone like this Shabazz, whatever the hell his name is, from the new Black Panther Party. You know, Bill O'Reilly and some of these other groups are going and attacking him because some of the video clips that he had shot, for example, he was raving and hooting and hollering about the fact that there was a black guy walking around with a white girl on his arm. I totally agree with that. That's watering down the bloodline for both. I mean, regardless how you look at it, you know, blacks are more traditional and family-oriented by general nature, because when discipline was allowed within the family, especially in the South, man, because the fact that they didn't have as much public assistance and bullshit going on, especially in the older days, because of the fact that you wanted to survive, you had to rely on your family. So the family unit was still strong in the South, especially amongst blacks. And since there's a strong Bible Belt down there, church is what actually helped unify the family and give them some sense of purpose. Now they may bicker amongst themselves, do other shit, but let me tell you what though, you try to attack that family from the outside or attack a member of the family, the whole family circles around like a bunch of wagons fighting off Indians, and and they will make goddamn sure that you don't fuck with the member of their family. Again, they can have two brothers or sisters, whatever, can hate each other's guts, but you try to get into that family circle and start any hootenanny, they take care of you accordingly, which is proper. It's the way it should be. But family courts are made in the 50s, and they were meant to destroy families, not help them. So the Frankfurt School has been very successful in doing that, doing a cultural revolution, division, pigeonholing certain groups, bringing up minority groups, not just ethnic, but also behavioral-wise, such as the lesbian, gay, and transgender community, all this other horse shit, to keep us divided. This is why we must support traditional marriage. If marriage is allowed to be bastardized and called marriage, and you can marry whoever the hell you want, what's the next thing to stop bestiality? You know, and why is it, if homosexuals are considered an accepted group, then why aren't pedophiles? Why aren't NAMBLA? You know, they'll have a legitimate argument. Why not trisexuals? Why not polygamy? I mean, once you've accepted homosexuality as an accepted group, as an accepted behavior, and as accepted marital status, because then it can be taxed. That's why the federal government wants to have gays allowed to be married. They want to tax the shit out of under a marriage rate. Ask any heterosexual couple who's married, and they'll tell you, dude, when it comes tax time, you get bent over, you get fucked. The lesser of two evils is to file married but separate. And everybody knows that. You file them together jointly, man, they fucking hose your ass on the tax scale. I mean, you get disciplined twice as hard. So those are things to look at. Cui bono, man. Why would the government want to push for some sort of marital status? Because they can tax you. That's simply how it is. So there's some interesting shit going on there. Something to think about. You know, as far as I'm concerned, the institution of marriage should not be a federal government issue. It should be a religious issue. It should be between a man and a woman and their religious affiliation. You know? And quit trying to turn it into something else. Because once you call it civil unions, then 20 years later say it's politically incorrect to call it marriage. Then the whole institution of marriage, which has been there since the dawn of time, which helps legitimizes families and reigns of power and things of that nature, is totally wiped off. And that's what the globalists want. They want to destroy any type of cohesion that keeps us together. So those are some things you need to seriously consider and look at when you start pushing for these bullshit social issues such as that. Alright, I'm going to vlog about some other stuff later, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short. Websites, SpringboroTeaParty.com, cofccohio.org, sonnythomas.com, thehmd.com, infowars.com, and some really cool bands to check out, crystalviper.com, brothersinarmsband.com, animalgrace.com, and fintanband.com. Salancha.